Our film begins with Joe, and as he wakes up, he finds himself locked in a cell and does not know where he is or what brought him here. He also writes that he lost his phone, and it appears that the place has very loud noises and only one door made of iron, so Joe keeps shouting for help from anyone until he hears people's voices. For a couple of seconds around him, he shouts at him, and then he stays silent and just does what is asked of him. But June is lucky that these people are imprisoned exactly like him, and through a small hole in the wall, Joe hears the voice of his neighbor, who is imprisoned in the cell next to him, and the man recognizes Joe when he finds out that he is still new in the place, and they know that the first it will be difficult for him for a while, but then he will get used to it, and then he will have to leave it in order to complete his work. Joe shows them that he does not understand anything, and it appears that the cell contains a large mill. While Joe is trying to look for any exit in the place, he hears the sound of someone approaching the iron door and throwing him food through the opener, a little at the door, and then he walks. So Joe takes his hand out of the opening, and Peter comes to take him out, because his wife is pregnant and he is tired, and he hears a voice passing by. He takes his hand, and when he refuses, he feels electricity in his hand, so he hesitates and tries to remove it, and Joe remains in his place until the night comes, and he begins to feel hungry, so a bird eats the food that was thrown away. While he is eating, a light appears on his guard, and the artificial intelligence of a company called Miller begins to welcome Joe, and they learn that this is advanced professional training in order to produce the best version of himself. When Joe talks to the artificial intelligence and asks about their location, it does not respond to him and also ends the conversation. So